Hi, everyone. We're Mountain Mediation Center, and today's podcast is going to focus on how to be a good tenant.
First, pay rent on time. It is critical that you pay your rent on time. Many lease agreements also charge fees for late rent payments. Late rent payments and failing to pay these fees could subject you to an eviction, so be sure to always pay your rent on time and get a receipt showing that you paid. Remember, payment with a check gives you a chance to trace your payment, but a receipt signed by the landlord or manager and dated is the best proof. Second, always communicate with your landlord. A lot of times, problems can be avoided if you speak with the landlord. Third, follow your lease agreement. Your lease is a contract. You need to know what your lease says and you need to follow it. Otherwise, you may be subject to eviction.
Fourth, file maintenance repair requests. Things may break in the rental unit. You are responsible to make sure your landlord knows of maintenance and repair needs or problems you did not cause. If you caused them, fix them. Make sure you look at the rental unit carefully before moving in and take note of any needed repairs then and ask the landlord to fix them. Take pictures too. If later there are any needed repairs to the property, you should tell your landlord about them immediately. If the landlord has a specific form, make sure to file your request using their documentation and keep a copy. There is a request form in the tenant toolkit that you can fill out to give your landlord the proper notice under the law to get something fixed.
Fifth, keep the rental unit clean. This is important as much for your health and safety as it is for your landlord's needs. Clean the unit regularly. Take the garbage out regularly so as to not attract pests. If you are allowed to have pets, make sure you clean up after any pets you have. You may be responsible for carpet or other cleanings if you have animals in your unit. Make sure all doorways and hallways are clear to prevent a fire hazard. If smoking is prohibited, you cannot smoke in the unit.
Six, report bed bugs and pests. By keeping the unit clean, you may avoid bugs and pests. Always follow the pest provisions within the lease agreement. If you see bugs before signing the lease, think twice before signing the contract. The cost of pest removal may fall to you, or it may fall to the landlord if the bug infestation can pose a health hazard. However, tenants can give landlords written notice of deficient conditions, including bug infestations that can pose a health hazard. If multiple units are infested, then it is more likely you will be able to show that it is the landlord's responsibility. Be aware that bed bugs may not qualify as a health hazard, and it may be your responsibility to exterminate them.
Seventh, change or alterations. If you want to change anything while you are living in the unit, you must have your landlord's permission. You cannot add another resident without permission from your landlord, and it's a good idea to get it in writing. You cannot change the door lock without the landlord's permission. If you are unsure if something is allowed, it is best to ask the landlord first.
Eighth, use your common sense. Be a good neighbor and don't make too much noise. Keep common areas clean, use your assigned parking space, and respect all the rules.
Ninth, moving out. If you are moving out, you need to give notice to your landlord as provided in your lease agreement. Your lease agreement will provide guidelines on how much time you need to give and in what manner that notice must be done. It is also your responsibility to provide your landlord a forwarding address so they can return your security deposit in accordance with your lease agreement.
Thank you for listening. Mountain Mediation Center does not provide legal advice. This is a tool for the community to help prevent conflicts.